Hey everyone, so today is Canadian Thanksgiving, which means it's Monday, October 9th. Yesterday was my birthday, but we didn't really do a whole lot. We spent the weekend, we had the boom lift here so that the chimney could be rebuilt, and because apparently it was blowing down up there. I don't know, I've never been on the roof. And then we also painted all the eaves around the house, which are 2 stories up, and we have 9-foot ceilings. So we couldn't really use a ladder to get at them, and they were kind of really faded. They used to be a dark green, but then were kind of a really faded green. So we went up there and painted them all brown to match the rest of the roof kind of on the porch that we had done, so that those look a little bit better now. But they took, yeah, all day. Basically I was painting not Friday night, but Saturday morning I was doing a bit of painting, and then they needed it for the chimney. And then after that, Saturday we did all day painting. Well, Dustin did. I went out in the morning and it was just too cold because it was 6 degrees here. So he went out and actually did a lot of the painting because he could have thicker gloves, and he just does better in the cold than I do. So he was out there painting all day yesterday, and then just finishing up this morning. He did, I think, about an hour out there just to finish up going around the house because it's kind of huge and hard to move the lift around because we do have trees around the house and it has to be pulled with a truck, and it's kind of huge too. So he finished that this morning, and then we just finished making a couple. Yesterday I made 2 dozen buns for dinner for tonight, and then this morning I made a large kind of pumpkin pie, but it's more like a square because we only have the one the one pie baking dish, so that wouldn't be enough we have friends coming over, so that's an added 4 children and 2 adults, so that makes 6 of them, and then there's 8 of us, so 14 people, so one pie wouldn't do, so we just kind of made a big one. And then we also have all the rest. We have turkey, we have ham, we have mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and then we also made stuffing for the first time this year, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, and another thing is that if you thought that the red would stick around for any length of time, then hello, welcome, you're new here. And I never have hair basically unless it's like the lighter blonde or kind of a platinum blonde, or which is my natural is dark blonde. I keep those generally for a little bit longer, but also dye my hair many different colors, and so I took the red out and decided to put in pink. I really wanted to do purple, but when we were in the city and I went to Sally's, they didn't have purple. Apparently everybody's dyeing their hair purple right now, so Callie picked out pink for me, and then hers is going to be blue, which we haven't done quite yet because I don't have any gloves, but we'll be doing that this week before we go. Another thing is that we finally have a date for leaving, which will be next Sunday. And then we also have here, we had tickets to a whiskey night where for Father's Day I got Dustin 2 tickets to go to this night where you go, and included in the price of the ticket is appetizers as well as unlimited tastings of a whole bunch of different whiskeys that they have there. And that's typically what Dustin has if he's going to have anything, is whiskey. So we did a wine night like this in the spring and really liked it. We also did a different one where you actually had to pay for tickets, and we didn't like that so much. So we like the ones where it's a little bit more expensive, but everything's included, so you don't have to worry about having enough cash or money on hand. Yeah, so he'll be doing that on Saturday night with a friend of his instead of me going, because obviously I can't drink. And that should be really interesting because the next day is when we have to leave. So I might just be the one that's driving the next day while he's sleeping in the passenger seat. Okay, so the other thing is that it's a Monday, so that's basically my switchover day for a new week. So I am 10 weeks now. Not a whole lot has changed. My morning sickness has gotten a lot better, but I'm still kind of not wanting to eat and still have a lot of aversions. So I'll move back into being a normal person slowly. Since it's about 10 weeks, that's when my app says basically that you start to show a little bit or have to wear maternity clothes, and I normally wear leggings or yoga pants anyway, so it really hasn't been a big thing. Or the jeans that I do have are stretchy, so it hasn't really been any different, and I do get kind of bloated by the end of the day, so I like to have the stretchy clothes. Yeah, that's pretty much all for pregnancy kind of update. Will be gone. for about 4 weeks, so we'll be back when I am 15 weeks, which means that I might be able to get the blood test I wanted to do, and then we'll also be back in time for the 18 to 20 week growth ultrasound. We decided this time that we're not going to find out what it is. All the rest of our kids we found out, but this time we're not going to, so that should be interesting. We also normally get 3 ultrasounds, so that'll be happening sometime right at the start of the new year, I think. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, oh, also when we get back from Texas, we have to go to Alberta for a week. And so we'll be kind of here and there and everywhere for the next couple months, I guess. So our dinner is all over. And so full. I'm feeling a little sick from it. Tried putting away. We had a huge ham and a huge turkey, so we have lots left over that we probably won't be able to finish this week. So we're going to throw some of it in the freezer for soups and stuff for later. Theo's favorite food is turkey pot pie, so we'll probably make some of that and then use it up this week too, but we might get sick of that, so we're sticking some of it in the freezer. I was able to put away a couple of bags of ham for soup later, and then I started feeling really sick, so he came upstairs here with Eli. He's pretty much exhausted right now. He was ready to go to sleep around probably 7, and it's now I think around 9:30, so he's a hard one to get to sleep. He usually goes to sleep around 10 when we do. He'll kind of nod off around 8 or 8:30 and then keep waking up until around 10. So, rough sleeper. The other thing was that yesterday Bear decided, he turns 3 on November 1st, but he finally decided to potty train and that he's not going to wear diapers anymore. We do put him in diapers at night because he can sometimes have accidents. Over the last couple days he hasn't, and normally over the past couple months he doesn't pee in his diaper at night either. But today, or yesterday, on my birthday, he finally decided to potty train, which is great. I know, CP Pants. He's having a rough time. And he's a tummy sleeper. So yeah, he decided to potty train. He's doing really, really well with it. Has been wearing underpants yesterday and today. And all the other ones were potty trained by the time they were 2 or a couple months after they were 2. So he's been the longest, most ridiculous one to potty train. So I am so happy that he is finally not going to be in diapers anymore. And we can move on to just having one in diapers until next spring. So I'm going to end this here so I can quickly upload it since it's been forever since I uploaded anything. And I'll just sit here with the laptop with him until he settles and goes to sleep. So good night.